Okay, so we are going to make these crocheted hearts. All you're going to need is a hook, whatever size you'd like. I'm using a 4.25 millimeter hook and Hobby Lobby's version of Caron Simply Soft. Okay. So, if you are going to stuff this, I'd recommend using a slightly smaller hook than what is recommended because you're stuffing it. You want those holes to be a little tighter. I think that this yarn is a recommended 5 millimeter or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm using the 4.25. And I'm getting a pretty close stitch with those. So, you can start one of two ways. You can make a magic circle and chain up 2, then begin round 1, or you can chain 3 and start round 1 in the first chain, the third from the hook. I'm going to start the second way, but if you're starting with the magic circle, you'll just need to make your magic circle, chain up 2, and then follow along with round 1. So, we're going to start with 3 trebles into the first chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 treble, 4 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and slip stitch into the ring. Pull that tail tight, whether you started with the magic circle or the chain up 3. And this is what round 1 looks like. You can stop here if you want to make a small heart, or you can continue on with row 2 if you want a larger size like this. So we are not going to chain up for round 2. We're just going to turn our heart. And in this chain 2, we're going to single crochet. Okay. Now, we're going to start working on increases. The first stitch is going to be an increase stitch. We're going to make 2 half double crochets and 1 double crochet. Next stitch is going to be an increase stitch, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Whoops. Next stitch, 2 double crochets, another increase stitch, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're at the peak part of the heart, so this is going to be another increase. We're going to double crochet, treble crochet. Pretty sure I have enough yarn. I'm crossing my fingers. And double crochet. So in that peak stitch, you're going to double crochet, treble crochet, and another double crochet. Now we're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to our increases. We're going to do 2 double crochets in the next. Another increase stitch, 3 double crochets in the next. 2, 3. Another increase. 1 double crochet and 2 half double crochets. 1 and 2. Now, it's going to be possibly a little difficult to see, but right here in this chain 2, we're going to finish the row by making a single crochet in that chain 2. And that is your heart. I'm just going to finish it off by slip stitching down here towards the beginning. This is part of row 1, just to secure it before I cut the yarn. And we'll pull through. And I tucked this tail as I went. So I can cut that. And I just had enough yarn. And I don't think I'll have enough to seam it together, so I'll just use a different color. Same kind of yarn, we've got gray. So if you're going to be stuffing the hearts, oh, I cut my tails. We're going to put right sides together. And we're going to slip stitch all around, leaving about one heart, like one curve unseamed so that we can stuff it. So make a slip knot. And try to match up your stitches. You're going to be slip stitching right here, right here, right here, right here. So you see these stitches along the side. We're going to be going through both layers at the same time and slip stitching. So our first one's going to be right there. Get it on the other side. I'm going to pull my yarn through. And chain up 1. And I'm going to go into the next stitch. Pull through. Pull through. Oops. Pull through. I'm choosing a slip stitch join because it tends to be a little bit tighter of a join, and since we're going to stuff it, we want to make sure that the join is tight. Look at that for a second. Yeah, that's the next one. Okay, and I think I'm going to stop right here so that I can stuff the heart. Turn it right side out. And I did use a different color because it's going to be easier to see. I also don't think it looks bad with the gray and the green. And since we're stuffing it, we can just tuck these back in. Actually, I want to keep this one out. Stuff those. Okay. I'm going to try to line these up as best I can. Probably should have cut that tail a little longer, but it's a little too late for that. And instead of cutting this, I've been tucking them in. And when these aren't different colors, you don't even see it. Just gonna do it like this because it's too short. And then I trim it from the bottom. Okay, so again, when this is the same color as your heart, you're not going to see it, but I wanted it to be different just to show you how to do it. And you can leave it like this, or you can attach a clip on it, make it a keychain, which you would just come in through here and make a chain. So I'm going to just go in the center. Like that. I'm gonna pick up as many. I want to get through the bar. There we go. Pull through. And let's say let's chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Before you close the loop, you can slip your clasp on and slip stitch back to it. It was a little hard to pull this through. Oh, there we go. That was pretty easy. And again, just pull it through the center of the heart and trim it. And there you've got your heart. Hope you enjoyed.